Now joining us from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Governor Bobby Jindal. Welcome to This Week, Governor.
Good morning, Jake. Thank you for having me on this morning.
Now, you heard me mention to Governor Richardson the Obama campaign attack against Senator McCain when it comes to the Russia-Georgia crisis. I want to now read you comments from this McCain campaign against Senator Obama. Quote, "The Obama campaign has offered nothing more than cheap and petty political attacks that are echoed only by the Kremlin. The reaction of the Obama campaign to this crisis, so at odds with our Democratic allies and yet so bizarrely in sync with Moscow, doesn't merely raise questions about Senator Obama's judgment, it answers them." I'll put it to you, I didn't really get an answer out of Governor Richardson, but I'll put it to you, is that really an appropriate response for a crisis this severe?
Well, you know, Senator McCain first went to Georgia back in 1997. He is, as soon as this crisis emerged, in no uncertain terms, said that Russia should withdraw its forces, observe a ceasefire, suggested that there need to be true international peacekeepers there. I think this is another example during these uncertain times where we need experienced leadership. We need somebody like Senator McCain who will take a stronger view, a more experienced view when it comes to international security and protecting America's interest. I think during these kinds of uncertain times, you want somebody with Senator McCain's record of bringing real leadership, real reform to Washington. As one example, even fighting his own administration, his own party, he stood for the surge in Iraq when it wasn't popular to do so. Senator Obama, I think he'd have a lot more credibility if now he'd admit that the surge had actually worked. There's nothing wrong with him saying he was wrong about it. So when it comes to the Georgia crisis, I think this is another good reason why the American voters are going to choose Senator McCain's leadership, not just political rhetoric. You know, Senator Obama condemned the violence, and that's a good thing, but we need to go beyond condemning the violence and actually offering solutions.
So you don't think that Senator Obama is echoing the Kremlin and has views that are bizarrely in sync with Moscow? Is it fair to say you don't share that?
Well, I agree with what you asked the governor, Governor Richardson. I think it was wrong for Senator Obama to try to focus on a McCain advisor rather than actually listen to what McCain had to say about the policy, rather than recognizing McCain's years and years of experience when it comes to international affairs. You know, this is a very serious international crisis. I think the administration has correctly sent word to Moscow this is not acceptable. Georgia is a stalwart ally of ours. As you noted, they've sent troops to Iraq. They're applying for membership in NATO. NATO has indicated they'd like them to become a member. They're an example of Senator McCain's push to spread democracy in that part of the world is a very important advance of America's interest as well as being good for international stability. So instead of trying to detract from the central issue, I wish Senator Obama had actually confronted the issue, not trying to detract our attention by focusing on a McCain advisor.
One of the reasons why Georgia is so important, of course, is because of a pipeline there from Azerbaijan to Turkey that pumps out up to 1 million barrels of oil per day. Energy, a huge issue on the campaign trail. One of the main ways that Senator McCain attacks Senator Obama is for voting for the 2005 energy bill. Here's Senator McCain earlier this week talking about that bill.
When the energy bill came to the floor of the Senate, full of goodies and breaks for the oil companies, I voted against it. Senator Obama voted for it.
And then Congressman Bobby Jindal also voted for it. Is Senator McCain describing that bill correctly? Was it full of goodies for the oil companies?
Well, as a congressman from Louisiana, we had several good reasons to support that bill. Both Democrat and Republican members did. Hundreds of millions of dollars for coastal restoration. It's our number one environmental challenge down here in Louisiana.
So it's a good bill.
Even before the storms.
So it was a good bill.
There were many provisions of that bill that were important for Louisiana, absolutely defendable, especially the money for coastal restoration. I think what Senator McCain was saying about Senator Obama, though, was Senator Obama can't have it both ways. He accuses Senator McCain of supporting the administration's oil and gas policies when Senator Obama was the one that actually voted for the so-called Bush-Cheney energy bill, not Senator McCain. As a congressman from Louisiana, absolutely, it made sense for me and my Democratic colleagues from Louisiana to vote for a bill that gives us hundreds of millions of dollars to restore our coast. The same wetlands, by the way, the same wetlands that are so important to protect our areas from storms like Katrina and Rita. Every couple of miles of wetlands reduces tidal surge by a foot. This should be a national environmental crisis. That was the most money we've ever gotten in decades to begin to restore our coast, to restore our wetlands. So absolutely, it was the right vote for those of us that represent Louisiana that are worried about wetlands. But the point here is Senator Obama can't have it both ways. He can't accuse and criticize Senator McCain for supporting the oil and gas industry when he voted for the very bill being pushed by the administration. He voted for the bill that contains some of the incentives he now criticizes.
You talk about an all-of-the-above approach to energy, you and Senator McCain, meaning that there should be more nuclear power, more offshore drilling. But Senator McCain opposes drilling in Alaska, the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. In reality, he doesn't really favor an all-of-the-above approach, does he?
Well, he and I disagree on that one small issue. I personally think it's 2,000 acres out of millions of acres, less than 0.01%, but 10 billion barrels of oil. But you look at what Senator McCain has embraced. He has embraced going after the 18 billion barrels of oil that are off our coast. He's embraced nuclear power. He's embraced clean coal. He's embraced wind, solar. He's embraced renewable energy like ethanol from bagasse and cellulosic ethanol, not from food sources. He's embraced conservation. He's embraced, in other words, saying that let's do all of these things to reduce our energy consumption, reduce the price of energy, reduce our dependence on international sources of energy. Senator Obama, in contrast, it was amazing. He said he didn't want to tap the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Price of gasoline actually went down a little bit. Then he decided he was for it. He said he was against offshore drilling. Price of gasoline went above $4. Then he said, well, maybe he could kind of sort of under certain circumstances be for it. He wants us to inflate our tires, which is not a bad thing, but it's not an energy policy. Senator McCain has embraced a comprehensive approach that would help our environment, reduce our dependence, reduce the prices we're paying, and by the way, also help to keep more good-paying manufacturing jobs here in America. So it really is more of an all-of-the-above approach, more of a comprehensive approach, not just telling people to inflate their tires.
Well, interestingly, you've had some kind words for Senator Obama in the past. You're very on message this morning, but in the past you've called him inspirational. There's a clear enthusiasm gap. Obama's supporters are much more motivated than Senator McCain's supporters. What could Senator McCain learn from Senator Obama?
Well, two things. One, look, I continue to say I think Senator Obama is one of the best speakers, the most inspiring speakers I've seen in a political generation. You have to go back to President Ronald Reagan to really see somebody who's that articulate. And let's not take that away from him. An important part of being president is being able to inspire people, motivate people. It certainly, I don't think it's enough. The other thing I'd say is I think this should be a campaign where both candidates can talk about their positions, not attack each other. Bottom line is this. I think that certainly if it was a contest to see who's the better speaker, the better celebrity, Senator Obama is ahead. But when it comes to substance, when it comes to the experience of really being a reformer, Senator McCain has taken on his own party on immigration, on importation of generic prescription drugs, on issues like earmarks and wasteful spending, on many, many issues. He has bucked the trend on immigration reform. Many, many issues. He has stood up and has been independent and done what he thought was right, not what was partisan, not what his own party wanted him to do. And I think that certainly Senator McCain certainly is not going to be the speaker Senator Obama is, but I hope Senator Obama can learn from Senator McCain the importance of sticking to principles, being independent, not just following the party line.
When you've run for office in the past in Louisiana, the Democrats have made an effort to paint you as foreign, as other. They've mentioned the fact that your parents are both from India. Some Democrats have called you Piyush Jindal, which is your given name, although you've gone by Bobby since you were 4 years old. Some Democrats are now saying that the McCain campaign and the Republicans are trying the same tactics against Senator Obama. Take a listen to this.
As you may know, not long ago, a couple of 100,000 Berliners made a lot of noise for my opponent. I'll take the roar of 50,000 Harleys any day.
John McCain, the American president Americans have been waiting for.
I'm John McCain, and I approve this message.
John McCain, the American president Americans have been waiting for Americanly. In addition, Governor Jindal, state Republican parties all over the country refer to Senator Obama by his full name, Barack Hussein Obama. As somebody who has been hit by this attack before, do you not think that Republicans are trying to do to Obama what Democrats in Louisiana tried to do to you?
Well, a couple of things. It was amazing to me. The Democrats in Louisiana even try to go after me for being a Christian. But the reality is, I'll say what I said when it was done to me. Two things. The voters are smarter than that. I think that voters vote based on not life stories or biographies. They vote on who's the person they think will be best to lead our country forward. I personally am supporting Senator McCain because I think he's got the life experiences, the judgment, the record of being a reformer, and the positions that are consistent with a majority of American voters. But secondly, I also think that, people try to make my election about race, and I said the only colors that matter are red, white, and blue. We're all Americans. Both Senator McCain and Senator Obama are patriotic Americans who love their countries, who've served honorably in the Senate. I disagree with Senator Obama's some of his positions on raising taxes, on not going after more domestic sources of energy while we ask other countries to produce more energy. But I think we can have a good election. You don't have to vote against either one of these men, but rather you can vote for the candidate you truly support. They're both honorable men, both patriotic Americans.
Very quickly, Governor, do you see the McCain campaign and the Republican parties going after Senator Obama for being foreign or other, as Democrats have gone after you? Do you see a similar attack?
No, I see the Republican Party. I see Senator McCain going after Obama for trying to raise our taxes, for not doing enough to lower energy prices, for changing positions pretty frequently on things like public financing of the campaign, on tapping the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, on offshore drilling. No, I think there are plenty of substantive differences that this campaign will be decided on. That's what I think the McCain campaign, and that's what I think the Republican Party is doing, and that's what they should be doing, focusing on the issues.
All right, Governor Jindal, thank you for your views. Thanks for spending time with us today.
Thank you. Have a great morning.